seeing them in a tournament somewhere. We're either seeing them at our showcase. We're either seeing them on video from a coach sending it to us or the kids sending it. All the video that gets sent to us does get looked at. And, you know, does it mean that necessarily all of it gets replied to? No, absolutely not. But if we see something that works and we're intrigued, without a doubt, and then pretty much after that, it's calls and texts. It's calls and texts. I'm not an email guy really. I'm a call guy. And then I even like to FaceTime them. And because nothing irritates me more, I try to call a kid and he doesn't answer. Then I text him and he texts me right back. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? You know what I mean? Like, you know, because they don't like to talk, they just want to text. And again, that's going to turn him off, or turn people off. And it doesn't necessarily mean it right away, but I'm just saying that's a start to it. So they got to be able to talk. And that's big for us. And again, I think the game is evolving to where the person matters. You know, the player gets our attention, but the person matters. So being able to talk, being able to answer questions with more than 3 words, and being able to carry on conversation, those types of things. That's big for us, but you know, that I believe that's big for a lot of the programs nowadays.
And that is such perfect timing. When I talk to families, I had a conversation this evening with a parent, and I try to stress the importance of proper communication.
Well, let me tell you this, Walter. Let me tell you this too. You're talking about parents and communication. I don't need parents emailing me.
Oh,
I don't need parents emailing me about Timmy. Like, I need Timmy to email me. I need his high school coach. I need somebody like that. I don't need the coach. I don't need the parent. And I'm a parent, love parents. I'm just saying, I need the kid to do it.
This is almost as if you've been reading all of my questions that came in earlier today, because I try to stress that it's the student athlete that's going to be playing for 4 years, not mom or dad. I'm a parent. Dave's a parent. You're a parent. We love our children, but we can't play anymore. At least I can't. I'm the oldest.
What I've learned about college is it's a privilege, not a right, for kids to play. And that doesn't mean that, you know, you can be demeaning or you can treat them a certain way or question skin color or sexuality or whatever. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know, they just think they got all the rights in the world, right? You know what I mean? When it's a privilege, not a right. That's basically just how the law reads it. To, if they really don't like it, then walk away, type of thing. But the same, you know, in that same kind of fashion is what I'm talking about with the parents just wanting to be involved right from the beginning. Now, what you should be doing is pushing your son to do it. And I've also gone as far as to tell parents, if you're even pushing the kid to do it, does he even really want to do it? Does he want to do it? You know, I mean, so I know you love it for him as a parent, but does he care about that? And that's the way I look at it. And I've many times have called dads out on that they are doing their due diligence as a parent and helping and trying, but they're way over what they should be doing. And I just bluntly ask them, I'm like, you need to just flat out sit your son down and ask him how much he really loves this and how he wants to do it. Because if that's the case, if he was calling me or emailing me a third of what you're doing, I would be intrigued to talk with him and see what this is about. You know what I mean? Type of thing.
This is invaluable. I think this segment alone, I think every parent should be really grateful that you're hearing from a coach with 26 years of experience as a baseball coach telling you, if you simply prepare your children to interact, communicate, converse, be able to carry a conversation, it's going to help them so much. Not only with regard to recruiting, but the world as a whole, whether it's for employment, whether it's for academics, sooner or later, public speaking or conversation, even though it's a lost art, it definitely plays a big role.
When we have recruits on campus and the parents are with them, and and people think we do, and I've done this for years. I did it at my junior college, and we do it here. And parents think we do it to ooh and ah them, but all of my players, whether we're around campus and they see us, they will purposely walk over and introduce themselves to the mom and dad and the kid, and they have a warm look to them, a smile, and a quick "how are you doing?" Shake their hands, eye contact. Where are you from? We call it, just that elevator conversation, that minute talk. And it's not really to impress recruits. It really isn't at all. I'm actually doing what I call life survival skills for my players, because they got to get comfortable to walking up to a complete stranger and introducing themselves and just having a quick conversation. There's a lot of people that get hired in that elevator, or are remembered in that elevator because of just that brief conversation. And that's why I do that type of stuff. And I've for years I've called them life survival skills. Just those little things like that. And that's what we still do. We do it here now. As our kids will come up, they'll see us with them. You don't walk the other way. You don't avoid it. You get comfortable with walking up to grown adults, the mom and dads, and then a future, hopefully, student athlete, and just saying hi and having a good handshake and talking with them. And I think that's invaluable.